still my
Robin, it's
favorite.
great seeing you.
He'll probably decide we're carnivores over here.
Yes. Especially the one in the blanket over here.
Yeah.
The bear.
He got pretty good about all the lurking carnivores last time.
Yes.
Once he just has to process it. He's like, I don't know. And he goes, I got it. He's a cutie. It's you cute. What is she?
It's a Morgan.
I was gonna guess that everybody I say that and people go, ooh no.
I'd be very offended by that.
It looks like a Morgan, it's very appealing.
Yeah, go girl.
That's right, just kind of remind him to keep his brain thinking forward. He'd love to go, oh look at that, and oh look at that. But
Yes.
you can remind him not too far out your outside hand because that gives him too much space to mess around in. So send him over with your inside leg. When you put the outside hand out, you can ask with it instead of just hanging it there. Because hanging it there doesn't change the weight of rain in his mouth. So he's like, oh well, she doesn't know what she's doing. Can you walk forward?
Can.
You're kind of sitting on the lump, and the lump is kind of not doing much.
The lump is too relaxed now.
Yeah, he's not really, and he doesn't need to threaten the corner cone. He can give it some space. Probably put your whip in your inside hand, Joyce, so it helps keep him out. Okay, see, let's have it go walking forward. There you go. He kind of walks around with his butt in the air. Needs to get going forward and get his butt working. Then you need to not let your shoulders and back fall out behind you. That's it, good. I hate to use Joyce as a good example, but she carries her back very nicely. Keep reminding this little one to be straight. I think he just needs to sightsee, but he's been around. He's been around a couple times now.
Yeah, it's a little bit me too.
Yeah,
Like
well,
I've been asking him to go back and forth. Good.
You know, they really want to be in charge of the scenery and their neighborhood.
Yeah.
They don't want to be left with any questions. He's very cute. You a pony or a horse?
I never actually sticked him. I don't know.
Walk up you.
Right on the line.
Alternating legs will make him more forward. When you have a naughty boy, Casey, the more you ask it to go forward and get it to do something, the less it'll be doing its other things that you don't want. So we know it has opinions. Let's change direction. Keep the walk forward. Point your horse where you want it to go and make sure it goes there. So if you ask your horse for something and it doesn't answer, ask a little more firmly. Don't just sit there and go, uh-oh, he didn't do it. Say, hey, horse, I meant that. I recall the Java has to work on his right bend, eh? One thing about a Morgan, you don't run out of energy.
Not usually.
You're always nice and forward.
That's a cutie pie.
He's really cute. That's a good boy. Try not to let your back get out behind you like that. Keep it tall. 'Cause that says to the horse, she's strong. When your back falls out behind you, it goes, aha, I got a noodle. If you're the noodle, they can abuse you. He's being pretty nice, Joyce.
Do you want these or no?
Yeah, they think giving to him would be great. I forgot about him. Joyce's horse might be surprised. Keep going, Casey.
You should.
Ride
Joyce?
the beast all the time.
I'm gonna give
not
you a
a tea
walkie-talkie.
That's better.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right around you. You can just tuck it in. So that way she doesn't have to
Into my
scream.
cleavage?
Huh?
Into my cleavage?
You can call whatever you want.
That's what Donna says. I just put it in
Because
my
that way
lap.
she doesn't. You just hang too.
But then it bounces too
Do
much.
you know Nancy Murray? She's from down here. Oh, kind of up near up near the horse park. She's a little bit round and she has this rocky, rattly gait. She sticks hers in her bra and then she canters. And she says, "Oh my God, I can hear it." And I'm like, "Oh my God, my poor hearing."
Oh my god.
And the radars I have go in your left ear, and the left ear is the only one I hear out of. I have this.
All right, you want to give them a test and see if they can all hear you?
What's that?
Want to give them a test and see if they can all hear you?
Testing, testing. You all out there? Yeah, they're all nodding like they've been attacked.
I have not been attacked.
What'd she say?
I heard something.
Ears didn't
She
work?
was funny.
No.
Try it again.
Hello, hello?
Nope.
You're not there?
Nope.
All right, let me see if we just put it
Well,
up.
let Huey deal with it.
Does
'cause
it say 1.1 on it?
You want me to read this without glasses on?
Mine says 1.1. You're used to hearing me, you probably can, but who knows?
Oh, I sort of. Oh. I know he's a scary person.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for overlooking
I
the
heard
dust.
everybody else's.
Big blow back.
Oh, Minnie.
Can you hear me, Robin?
What's hello, hello, hello? Anybody home?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you out there, Hugh? You don't look like you're hearing me.
No, I probably did.
Huh?
Try now.
All right, I'm talking.
Thank you.
What'd you do to it?
The cleavage got to it.
You told it better work or you'd hammer it?
Let's try this again.
Now, unfortunately, you can hear me.
Gotcha, Robin.
Robin!
Listen personal.
You're used to that noise.
Woohoo!
He says, oh, they're very interesting. Maybe I just stroll around and stare at them. Leave your body quiet, leave your shoulder blades together, let your arm follow your horse. And even now that he's been here a little bit, he's like, never mind, I'm not in a hurry. So then you can remind him just to keep walking. He's all settled, so he's like, yeah. So while you're walking, take a turn up over the ground poles, let them walk over them and see them. We'll see if Joyce's horse can do it. But turn right there and even go up over the poles. Or you can wait a sec for Casey, either way. 2 steps in each hole. Good. How was it Java recalls this exercise. Just let them look and pick, because some of them haven't seen big old logs. Good. Should be 2 steps in each hole. And he can have all the time he wants, Joyce. I'd rather he stop and look than go sideways. Oh, maybe he's going to make it. Yeah, good boy. I know, it's terrible.
So scary.
There you go. Oops.
That's why.
At the last minute he looks down and then he doesn't like it. Good boy.
Oh, good boy.
Good boy.
Yay.
Oh, that's so bad.
so scary, but I did it.
Nice motion out of that Morgan's legs. He'll keep going around and coming up the ground poles till we get everybody settled. Actually, Joyce, that was a big difference from his first effort.
Yes, it was.
And he's so good because he finally gets himself stopped. He's really going to do it. Then he looks down and goes, oh my God, I can't do that.
He didn't freak out though.
Hmm?
He didn't freak out.
He's a lovely horse. He's a wonderful mover. He's just a nice machine.
Yeah.
But he's timid. I think Joyce is the only trainer he's ever known.
Yes.
He's a homebred, home trained. And he's a really kind horse. He just, sometimes he can't take it. Good boy. 'Cause I'll follow Big Java because he doesn't look worried.
That's right.
I think that's everybody pretty comfortable now. I like it when he stretches. That's nice. He's got a nice long neck for a horse.
It's taken a very long time to
I
get
bet.
here.
'Cause they can do a lot of bad things with their neck. What a good boy, huh?
Yeah.
He said, I can do that. Okay, see, remember he's supposed to look like he wants to get there, which he doesn't right now. And if you didn't hump and squirm and hump and squirm and hump and squirm, I bet he'd go. Because you're digging into his back. Or just sit. There you go. Don't wiggle, don't squirm, don't let your back go like jello. Just sit there. There, good. You probably think the other's being with your horse, but it's not.
Well, see, that's the
Careful.
problem. When you have to look at something and pick up your feet.
If you fall down, buddy, we can't help that.
If he falls down, he might learn something.
Yeah. This what I like his neck, because it comes out of his withers nicely. It's not
Try
a show.
very hard. Trust
It's not a
me.
show horse
It
neck.
can go upside down. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it can. You get the papers, you get that problem. At least you know the difference. Remind him to look straight. There you go. Much better when you sit quietly.
Yes.
Oh my God, we got more chairs.
That's cute.
Walk on, bud. You also need to be really aware of what he's doing all the time.
Yeah.
You can't keep your mind on it that long. And you go looking at other girls, and he goes, oh good, I'll slow down.
That's mine.
Let him walk, Joyce, or ask him to walk. Ooh, ooh, good boy. He's a little bit the politics of flight,
Yes.
and I want to not encourage that. I'll do it, but it scares me. That's a good boy, Java. Now the brain's going forward. Good. Like he shouldn't be looking right going down through there. He should be looking straight ahead. Because the more he's looking around, the less he's obedient to you. Good lad. Good lad. Wait, wait, you're fine. See, you live through it. Okay, you can all go warm up trot. It doesn't need to be flying around. Just a nice steady putt, 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 putt. He's looking like, what are they all gonna do?
Oh, what's that?
Oh, new chair. Get over it. When you shorten your reins, Casey, you do it this way, not slide forward. And you don't lean forward. You shorten your reins, sitting where you were sitting. Not too quick, little man. Ooh. You know, a lot of other dressage horses, we gotta chase them to get them to go. The Morgan, you start out having it slow down because the front end's always running away from the back end. So you have to remind him just to wait, let his soul be quiet. Not quite so jerky with the hand.
Okay.
Hold, soften. Hold, there you go. Because he's trying to react to every twitch.
Yeah.
He's like, hey man, she's twitchy. Okay, see, he's got to go around the end of the ring
Okay.
and give you corners, and you need to get pretty firm with him about what he needs to do and what he needs not to do. That's good. These things are just so you make a corner. That's a good boy. Let your leg wrap down around him, Joyce. That's really nice now, Neva. Don't let him get any quicker. Yeah. So you and he are a really attractive package, and all of a sudden something goes whoop, and I shouldn't do anything go snap that catches my eye. It should all be smooth. Oh, come on, you. Just get ready to work. Carry your hands up so you're not leaning on him. Good. I know what his problem is anyway. That's a good boy. So remind him, come around the end of the ring, then go straight up the long side. He says it's hard to go straight when you're sightseeing.
Yes.
But you need to try to cut down on his sightseeing. That's it. You asked him not to look and he's fine. That's good, little fella. There we go. Nice. Nice. Good. You want him to come from your inside leg to your outside rein. Your outside rein can't be too jerky, so then he won't want to go there. Just keep reminding him he's not allowed to look over there. It's none of his business. He's not even in a strange place.
Nope.
He's at his own home. So I have no mercy for him. And once you get so you can go around the rail, you don't have to stay on the rail. You can do what Neva's doing and work your horse around the ring. Particularly the ones that like to look a lot. If you go cut across the ring, go here, go there, it keeps their minds busy. If you let them just go around, go around, go around, then they find other things to do. Remember, Casey, your hands have to be level with his face. So it should be a straight line from your elbow to his mouth, which means right now you're pulling down. If you pull down, he's going to fight you up. That's good, Joyce. You don't have to keep the same direction either. You can work your horse around the ring, get him seeing everything, get him being with you. Good. He does much better as soon as he's got other places to go. When he's just going around the rail, he's like, oh, let me investigate.
Yeah.
When you give him places to go, he's very good. Not wicked forward, but he's being good, so I don't care. Good boy. That's better, Java. Yeah.
Kiddo.
Try to carry your hands so they don't pull down on his mouth. When your hands pull down, the bit gets on his bars and it's not very comfortable. That's nice and even, not any quicker. Yeah. There. It may feel slow to you, but you have way more power from behind. The hind leg is pushing him. He's actually, at that pace, stepping into and over his front footprint, which is what we're looking for. You know, the forward, working trot forwardness is miles per hour, engagement of the hind legs, and then attitude, brain thinking forward. All of which he's got right now.
Okay.
Before his rushing, he wasn't tracking up.
Yep.
Now he's tracking up, he looks good. And you have to learn to feel the difference. Remember, Joyce, don't take your weight to the inside on a turn, because then he follows you in instead of staying out. That's a good boy. See how light you can be on your reins, Neva, and still get results.
Okay.
Stay with us, buddy. Stay with us. Ask him to be always looking in, Casey, so we cut down on all this garbage where he's not letting you ride him. He's going around doing whatever he pleases. He just hasn't bothered to buck you off. But he's not being a cooperative partner. That's nice, Neva. Watch the little monkey, because all of a sudden he'll get too quick. There you go. Now he's engaging his butt. His back is up and he's lifting you. And he's got lots of wonderful power. And he's trotting over his back.
Yes.
Instead of being a little fire engine. Good boy. You look downright pleasant, Joyce. Try not to lean. Ask him with your leg to get over or with your rein. Start with a leg. That's good boy. Yeah, if he leans on you, give him a little bump.
Okay.
I like him round. I don't want him leaning on you. He can come to your hand, but not pull down through it. Come on, buddy. Trot, trot. There you go.
I don't think the walkie-talkies are working.
Yours isn't?
Nope.
Huh.
It was earlier.
They act like they're hearing me.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Probably I don't push it enough, hard enough. I'm spoiled. I'm used to teaching without it. Very nice, Neva. Very nice. And now he's holding his energy instead of running. Still running through you a little bit. That's it. Because for a correct neck carriage, we want the highest place to be his pole, not back at the third vertebra.
Yes.
He says, I can put my neck places, lady. Very nice, Joyce. He's forward, he's happy. He's looking around, but he's not kinking his head all over the place. He's allowed to use his ears. He's allowed to look. As long as he goes straight. Come on, bud, trot, trot. That's a good boy. Java, not an option.
He said maybe one day it'll work.
Yeah, maybe. Good, Joyce. He actually made a little bend change, huh? Which he should, and you have to ask for it with your leg. You want the feeling when you make a direction change, your inside leg kicks him up into your outside rein. Like that. So he came right into your outside rein. And then you have him where, ooh, lovely, Neva. Getting nicer and nicer. So try not to curl your wrists, Casey, because then that makes a jam on his mouth. He should be getting better as we go. So your inside leg pokes him around on a turn. Now your left leg, and he should come into your right rein. There you go. And then you let him come into your right rein and kind of follow his neck around. Good. You get all kinds of bend. And now you got consistent, huh? Consistent.
better.
Yeah, much better. And it's your job to keep hiding it from me if it's not consistent. Now your right leg and let him step into your left rein. Here you going, buddy. Huh?
Trot.
Good boy. So Neva, you want to catch him the minute you feel him start to get
Yeah.
not consistent. It's micro corrections rather than have him get bumbling along before you catch him.
Yeah.
That's a good boy. And there you have relaxation. Relaxation isn't their best trait either.
No.
They're wired little beasts. I don't even know what he thinks is over there. That there's something shiny blowing. Let yourself step down in your foot, Casey. Yeah, Big Horse being good. He's downright rideable today. Okay, you can take a walk break. Sit, close your leg, come to walk without pulling. Good boy. That was nice. Everybody came to walk without hauling on their faces. Let them stretch. He's really fun to watch, Neva, because he gets relaxed and really pretty. Then I see him go, oh, I can't be doing this. And off he scoots, and then you micro correct, and he settles, and he's even lovelier. And he goes, wait, I can't be doing this.
The
But
canner will be rubber.
I've always had Morgan, so I'm used to this mindset. My current horse is a 3/4 Morgan and 1/4 thoroughbred.
Yeah.
And you cross 3/4 Morgan and 1/4 thoroughbred, it entitles it to spook like an Arab. He's a very good horse. I've done tons with him, but he's my favorite pain in the ass. He's being very good,
Yes,
and he's looking way more trained.
thank you. He blew his mind last time.
He must have had overload,
Yeah, I think he did.
but he apparently took it home and thought about it.
He, did. He does do that.
Because he's doing very well. He's bending into your outside rein. He's steady, steady, steady. And he isn't constantly,
Too, Robin.
he's not constantly looking for, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Let him go on a long rein, Casey, so he can stretch. There you go. Sometimes they get goofy just because they need to stretch. If we don't let them stretch and rest, they have every right to get cranky. The mouth gets tired, the back gets tired, and they go, you aggravate me. Walk up, you. Come on. Walk. You have a job to do, which is to carry Casey. Here comes the dog. Come to big dogs. Hi, big dogs.
Oh. Hi, Max. Hi, Max.
It's the Max and Esther show.
Hi, Esther.
Hi, kids. Hi, kids.
That's a good
Oh, you big happy
boy.
things. Max didn't even notice the little dog. Max trotted right by that little dog.
I know, right?
He said, wait, I didn't see nothing.
All right, come on. Let's go down here away from the dog. Come on.
Okay, pick your reins back up.
Come see me.
Hi, babe, how are you? That's Holly's dog.
Come on, let's go. Who's not listening?
Oh, he's been so good.
Hey, he's in another planet. And you may resume trot.
Hi, baby.
Yours this Morgan that I heard.
It's a
all
big
about.
savage thing and it might not eat you.
Oh,
It's good for their brains.
It
It's
is good
to
for their
have them
brain.
here.
That's why it's good being here because we have endless boogers
oh.
come wandering through the neighborhood.
Oh, look at Joyce. Joyce, go.
I love that horse.
Nice.
He's squirrely, but he's such a nice piece of horse. That's a good boy. You can go, halfway around the end and up the ground poles. If he can do it, great. If he needs a leader, go find a leader. See, shorten your reins a little bit. If your elbows are out behind you, probably your reins are too long. So sit quietly, keep a rein on each side. Good boy. They're way wide. It takes them a while to get it. Okay, trot everybody.
Roll them in?
No, they're fine. They all got it last time. Even Doc got it.
Doc got it really
Yeah, and
well.
Doc doesn't have a lot of push. So leave his head free over the rail so he can make a big effort.
Gonna eat you.
They're all holding back. Actually, Joyce is working pretty well. You can follow Casey if you want to. She's likely to go.
Oh, you're a good girl, huh? Oh, you're
Let his head go, Casey.
Yes, I know.
Keep your leg on.
Oh, oh.
I'd go back and do it again, Joyce. And maybe Casey wasn't a good role model,
No, that time we
but their
were
horse wasn't straight. So I think Neva, he now knows what to do. You got to clock him up and get the last step out of him. But Casey's not a great role model.
She's trying.
And allow. So you got to remind him to go straight, Casey.
Good job.
Ah, yeah, good boy. And he makes the same mistake each time, Casey, right?
Yeah.
He falls to the left.
Yeah.
There. Good boy.
It's because she's on a Morgan.
She is on a Morgan, isn't it adorable?
Yes, of course it's a Morgan.
So you pretty much know what he's going to do, Casey. So ride to fix it. He's a very nice Morgan. Send him. Except we don't want him to canter. And then keep your leg on, Neva. Good boy.
Wow.
He just about got it. Needs to get his neck out a little bit. Java, I may be forced to kill you.
You live here, asshole. Maybe.
He says if you'd stop lying with your crotch on the pommel, I might be able to go.
Come on, down.
That's
There
better.
we go.
Wow.
That pony.
Pull your tummy in and sit up, Casey. There you go. And then he's got to have some head space to be able to go. Good boy. Tell him he's good. So I think he's got it now, Neva. Just make sure he has enough neck freedom. Very good. This is why I'm not shortening him up, because they're all getting it eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
You notice how different his body carriage is, Neva? You don't have to worry about getting him up ahead of your leg now. It's up. Just make sure he has the head freedom to reach and go forward with him. Go forward with him. If you're hitting the back of his back, he can't go. And Joyce, don't let him turn too soon. Hands up above the neck, Casey. Sit back. Pull your tummy up and let him go.
Yep.
There's a good boy. And don't forget to look at your landing. Yeah. Send your eyes where you want to go. There you go. Almost got it, Joyce. Okay, so remember to send your eyes where you want to go. Pull your tummy up. That's
Sit
it. You're
down.
not on the pommel.
Come over here and sit down.
There you go.
Sit down. Sit. Sit. Sit.
So let his neck out, Neva.
Sit. Sit.
Yeah, good boy.
Esther.
So keep a straight line from your elbow to the mouth, Casey. If his mouth is wide open, I think something's wrong.
Can we do him the other way?
You certainly can. I was going to do that in a minute. You got it, but the other two don't quite. Okay, remind him to stay straight, Joyce.
Did you find it?
There you go. Keep your leg on. Good boy. Sit back, Casey. Pull your tummy up. There you go. Now let his head go.
Gina, do you know, are they running on time?
Good. Now you can come from the other end, which may be a new world for him.
Well, they're on time now.
You can come from up there, Neva. Good, Joyce. Now you just got to keep him straight.
Her name is Neva.
Oh, that's,
She came to the fox picture.
he's pretty.
He rode with, oh wow.
Right? You could still release him more, right?
Yeah.
Because he was ready to make a great big arc and you didn't let him.
Yeah.
Whoops. That's a crummy turn.
You should look at Wesley Morgan.
You just let him fall around it.
We love Morgan.
Now release him. Yeah, good boy. Cause he's right ready to pull up over his withers.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Yeah, Joyce's horse is cute.
Sit up tall, Joyce.
Easier.
You don't want your body to flop around. There you go, Casey's getting it. Pick the hands up, sit back, tuck your butt under. There you go. You need to feel that you're in a safe place. So when he gets there, send him.
Yeah.
You look like you're kind of waiting for his answer. And he needs you to say go. Good lad. Up inside leg on, open the, there you go. You came right to your outside range. Sit back, Casey, sit back, sit back.
Yeah, she came to get a couple cookies and then she
Now send him.
meandered over there.
That's a good boy. I bet he won't make that mistake again.
Do you remember
Good.
when
You finally got the trot.
Actual ring, and Minnie and Dancer would get turned out here
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
My grandma and mom
Wow.
used to watch me ride one day.
I love these big nasty rails because they get it.
Standing on top of that, just sleeping.
Now
They were
send
sitting
him.
on the chairs, like right here. And they were like,
Good boy. There's more power in there.
yeah. But that was better. 'Cause I
Much better.
Supported him
You
without
do
being
endurance
that
with
way.
him too, right?
came right over this
Sit up,
morning
sit
to
up,
see
sit
if
up,
I
sit up, sit up. Bring that left hand up a little bit.
Right,
Java, you could trot this, honey.
Play stupid games, horse. Win stupid prizes. Stop tripping.
Would it change your mind if I tell you this horse's mouth is open all the time? He's not being stupid, he's in pain.
Good boy.
He is a good boy. This horse isn't stupid, he's in pain.
Like back related pain?
Look at his mouth, it's always open.
Yeah,
There, good.
because Dawn and I have been discussing that for quite a while now.
And he's doing typically what they do in a standing martingale, bracing against it.
Yeah, because I also
I loosened
ride
it a bit because he couldn't move.
Yeah,
He doesn't need to act like this.
I ride him like once a week, and
But
I
like right there when he was doing that, she should have gotten the left hand up, got him
Yes.
straight, and stopped him,
yeah,
and then gone on.
yes.
Correct it by no. So Casey, when he's doing one of those things, sit up. Ah, good. Get your inside hand up, and don't let him go. Make him stop. Because he thinks running off and bucking is the answer, and it's not. Sit up, sit up, sit up. Make your turn. Good boy. That's a neat horse.
The Morgan.
We could have this. Oh, the neat Morgan thing, but this other horse, you and I could have fun with him. He's a good boy. Go.
He's cute.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
He's
Are you
so
okay if I give him a break on that?
pretty.
Yeah, yeah.
He
He's getting very good, Joyce.
does.
He's actually experimenting.
Yeah.
He's experimenting with his body now.
Nice face.
Already?
Oh, yes, yes. Well,
You can take a little break, Casey.
No.
Would you? Yeah, sit down
Well, he
closer like
had-
that.
Gee,
Hey, he's
when
always
did
got
this
his mouth
start?
open.
We had
So
the
my guess is
Outfest,
he's leaning
and
on
then
you.
He was just lame.
I don't feel like
Good
And
boy.
then he got the hematoma in his
He
tongue.
says, now I'm just an old trail hack.
A long time off, and then he had the allergic.
I figure we have to bother his brain
and then
for
I
him to
started
learn.
school.
So we bother his brain,
Yeah,
he gets it.
yeah.
So
And this is way beyond what we had last time. Plus you're turning him well. So let him all rest.
Oh, good. Now, did you reach out on the remote opportunities? Did you-
have
So
it.
he's
Okay,
doing
but you have to-
what I fear they will do with standing
Well,
martingales.
we have, like,
He's bracing in it.
2 weeks left in the semester.
Well, I don't think it's helping.
Everything is due.
Yeah.
Because you know, he's
This
doing
is
this, he's
not
bracing.
such a crazy
He
time.
doesn't
I
usually
know.
have his face up like
You know.
that.
No.
And he's bracing into it.
Yeah, and I don't feel like I'm ripping on his face. I mean, I
You
know
know,
I catch him here
he's
and there.
causing it by bracing upward.
Okay, so he has a self-created
Yeah,
situation because
he's gonna drop it off over his neck next.
Yeah,
good,
Stockton
But the
has
running
this thing
maybe would help.
where,
A running might help if she can keep her hands
trail
steady.
and
classes are worth
Yeah.
one more extra
Or
credit
a
than
bungee.
all the other.
But the bungee they brace against too. If it doesn't release, they brace against it. Now, when the hunters go in their
And I could
standing
have gone
martingales,
just 3,
but if
but
you notice,
I
the
needed
standing
one
martingale
more
is usually
credit.
relatively loose when they're going.
Oh,
And most of the hunters have
so
really
I
transferred
transferred a credit.
mouths and
I
body
took a-
carriage.
Like, oh man, he's got
a cat, I think it's called a cat course in high school. So
Okay.
it counted towards,
Yep.
it was like a rowing course.
Yep.
So that transferred over only one
Oh,
less
that was
credit.
hard, huh?
Yeah.
My other class.
But you did it really well.
Aw.
Yeah. So
Oh
I had
my
to take
God.
4. And they offer this like independent study which counts for one
like if you could
one
take it.
credit.
Yep.
I looked into it and it just it seems harder than just taking another class.
Yeah.
So
Just take another one. Yeah, Alicia ended up in just 4, and she thought she'd have to take 5.
The boy's got
So
himself
she
hot.
was thrilled.
He's
She's
huff,
in 5
he's
right
huffing
now,
and puffing.
it's
hard.
killing her.
Yeah.
Between that and riding every day.
Yeah.
I know, kid. I'm sorry. When we go to tennis one day, there might be mountain lions.
Well, thank you again for
Oh, it's great.
riding Doc. I appreciate it.
Do you usually ride him with a croc?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that would help just a little bit.
Yes.
I didn't even think of it.
Yeah.
Like, this is
I
fine.
didn't think
I
to
didn't
have
think
you
of it
do it
either.
either, but
It's good. I needed the workout.
This one looks reasonably fit.
Yes, he is.
He looks good and fit.
yeah, I don't mind.
She does a lot of
having
riding.
To do a little
He's
extra
well,
work
he's a
myself,
nice, the kind of fit I like, fitting around.
out of shape myself.
The muscles
so,
all round and happy.
So hopefully.
I don't like it when they look like a fit string bean.
And I'll be ready.
Fit string bean.
Here you go, buddy. We'll say you do without it.
See how it
A
goes.
very pretty martingale, but he just
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's $20. Who cares?
We like to deck them out because they look
Then
cute.
we'll see which way the neck bends the other way.
Oh, Esther, you're just the. Oh, you're such the best.
The upside is she won't be
He says, my mommy told me to sit down, so I'm sitting down. See, Holly, she's sitting down.
he looks a lot more confident.
Yes.
He's kind of like, yeah, I got this. My world's okay.
I'll go get ready.
Huey says your cones have all vanished.
What's that?
I was talking to Holly.
Oh, I don't know. Well, we have some cones somewhere.
He said they almost have gotten tired and you threw them out.
Oh, they were tired, and I did throw them out. I did throw a lot of cones out, to be honest. I had the boys load them up and throw
I
them in
might
the
have
dumpster.
some little ones in my trailer.
Yeah,
like,
there's some little ones right there too.
yeah, like I have that.
Because I don't want to make them do ground poles all day. I mean, it entertains me, but they might get sick of it. My other favorite gig is you canter down the ground poles and then trot over them. Then canter around and trot over them. That makes a lot of canter departs and a lot of trot transitions. But I don't want to get the white horse too wound up in the head.
Bouncing them already.
He's not wicked fit and he gets very winded. That's a nice little Morgan.
No, tomorrow, of course.
What's that?
The farrier's coming tomorrow. She asked if he got his shoes done. I said, no, of course he came tomorrow. I wanted to come before this, but you know how farriers are.
Felt that way.
Gone, you sausage.
You gonna be okay cantering, Casey?
Try.
If not, you can stop him, straighten him out, and try again.
Are we cantering the poles? Or are we just cantering first?
Somebody has a terminal itch.
One of those.
Yes, he does.
Usually kicks in.
I imagine he does because he's got sweat running down his face. He's like, ew. He's actually got a lovely
Gotta go
coat.
back
He's
to
just got a little more hair than he needs for this time
Yeah,
of year.
yeah, unfortunately. If it would stop getting warm. I see him over there. It's fine. All fine.
He's just doing little tiny Morgan pants. A little puff.
I do have.
They do that anyway.
Yeah, and he does have like some allergy and like exercise induced asthma that I try
It's
to manage,
amazing
too.
the things that have been allergenic this fall.
Yeah. And well, because every time it warms back up again, stuff is
Something else
blooming again.
poofs
So
out,
usually by
yeah.
now
Really
I have
hard.
him, like,
I know,
pretty
I've had a
even,
fall
and I
like that
just-
myself. It's like, how come I can't breathe this week?
Yeah.
I know it's not COVID. So organize your reins. We're gonna canter. It's a big enough space. I don't think you'll bother each other. If you need more space, you can go down below the blue boxes. It's safe footing out there. I think he was cantering okay, wasn't he? Yeah, a little bit green, but
He bucked last time I tried
Yeah.
some canter. Yeah. Yeah.
but then he cantered,
Then he cantered.
and a little bit like riding a fish, but he went. So if you can canter out of the walk or the slow trot, that's good. Neva, don't let him get quicker before you canter. Just step into canter.
Get over here.
Hey, babe.
Get over here. Get over here.
So
Sit
try
down.
not to let him quicken.
Sit.
Just step into canter.
Sit. Sit.
Yep, not running, that's better. And try again.
Over here and sit here.
Put your right leg back, your left leg forward, and pop a decanter. Very good, huh?
There we go.
You gave him enough aid, he
over
heard
here.
you. Uh-oh, here comes trouble. Our lives won't be the same.
Hey, Mom. Do you like to move this?
Oh, I didn't move this one.
That's it. So outside leg back, inside leg forward. Good, go on. Fuck at him. And sit. When you post, you're telling him not to canter. Yeah, that's good. He's already happier.
Yeah.
Don't forget to steer. I know you're smart, so I know you're smart enough to steer. Just a canter, not a gallop. Good boy, sit back. There you go. Sit back and sit up, yeah. Sit in the middle, that way when he bucks you won't come off.
Choppa, can you desist?
Keeping the hands steady. Ah! And go back to canter. I have to wonder if that horse doesn't have something wrong with it.
He does, well, he's terribly naughty when he's in a group.
I thought we had him in a different bit last year.
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
I thought we had him in, it was either a rolling loose ring. Ah, that's better. So your outside
think so,
rein is your
don't
speed
you?
control.
I think so, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, if we're outside. And then Hugh's not going to pick up the sandwiches until like 11. And I got the.
Okay, you can trot. Make him come back to nice steady trot and even, not running. Wait. Good boy. He said, I love to run through my mama.
Yeah.
You have to tell him not to. And then take a walk break. So has he been bucking cantering? No.
Not that I've been feeling and hasn't right now. He's been in this bit for almost
Maybe well, we had him in something else last year.
This is a Waterford loose ring.
Yeah.
We had him in the Waterford cartwheel. I
Okay.
put that on his trail bridle, and I've been riding in this in lessons for
Good. Well, then, yeah, 'cause
all
he-
year.
Why is the bridle like brown?
I think he's
Not
probably
dirty.
excited by them.
No, yeah. I mean, I don't feel like I'm doing anything different.
That's
I don't
Well, as soon
know.
as they got here, he was like,
Yeah, but saliva
Yeah.
Little Morgan's quick, and he hears him thundering around.
I think I'm gonna put
isn't brown.
cotton in his ears for the next
Try it and see
lesson.
what happens.
I've done it before, and it seems to help, but
Well, it cuts out one input.
yeah,
Esther, sit
I don't know
down.
why he's making a liar out of me. He's been so good, and now I'm riding
Well,
like
you've probably
shit.
been
in front
riding
of
with the
Sparrow.
same group in the same situation.
Yeah, pretty
As soon
much.
as these two walked in the ring, you went, ooh,
Yeah,
ooh,
Esther.
because he's been like his canners have been really good, and
He
like,
cantered well last
down.
fall.
yeah,
Sit
he's
down.
not like
I think he gets so excited he
You're
can't stand
limping.
himself,
Yeah.
and he goes.
you shouldn't. His brain gets like above the learning threshold and just fries.
I want to say there's something wrong with him, but I don't see anything wrong with him.
Yeah, and
And
the vet
he,
just
and he was
looked at him.
cantering comfortably,
Yeah,
and then he decided, actually, I like the loose water. It's a neat bit.
he doesn't seem to have any problems with it
No,
unless I ride
no,
with my
he
hands
just-
too low.
I think the sound of Little Morgan cantering around was kind of hard on him.
Little freight
It
train.
does run.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let him walk and rest. Maybe the next time you can just kind of work around, see if you can be where she's not going to come up behind you.
And you can, can't, like I can, yeah, I'll stay in
It's
the set
not
because,
your
well,
fault.
trust me, he used to be the same way with other horses, so I
He,
sympathize
he
with it.
needs to
like,
work on cantering with other horses and keeping it cool. It might be worth just putting him on the circle
Okay.
and leaving him there. Come on, Bob, walk on.
He said, I'm tired.
Have you been bucking with Hannah?
Hello? 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 Yes?
No, with Hannah.
Because they are doing the trim around your window, I think, around your door. I can find out. I'll walk over. Are you looking to come out the door?
So with him, Joyce, you got to sit to ask for canter. Because you keep posting it saying, don't canter, don't canter,
Yeah,
don't canter.
all right, let me
You got to
go.
sit inside leg forward, outside leg back, so both legs work, and probably a cluck just to kind of, because it doesn't cross his mind to jump into canter. He has a big old trot, so he keeps on trotting. I think if you put him on a circle at one end or the other,
Yeah, I think I'll
and
just
just
stay out
leave
of-
him trapped,
Yeah, I'll stay out of. her
because you know
way.
he's got places to go and people to see. Which again is Morgan.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Morgan breeders up near us says, Morgans aren't born to canter. They trot till they run out of speed and then they gallop. They can be taught to canter, but they don't come that way.
It's taken us a long time to get this far.
So she's going to work canter circle up at that end. So you might want to use canter circle on this end. Just see if we can get him to go around without her thundering around, and kind of get the idea that he's stuck in a work program.
You think he still thinks he's gonna wake up and be retired?
So you can pick up the canter, either out of the trot or out of the walk, whichever you can do. Make sure you get your horse organized, have some rein connection, get your trot comfortable, and then sit, one leg forward, one leg back. Yeah, no running, little man. That's it. Good. I gather this is an issue he has. Good job. Very good, Joyce. Hope you tell him he's good. Get your hands a little bit up off the neck so you can steer. Watch out, there's a beast there. Good. When you feel like you're ready, Casey, you can canter. Much better, Neva. A little bit short of your reins, Joyce. There you go, good. Not down with that outside hand, back.
I'm gonna be facing this way so I don't run over anybody.
That's good. Yeah, I think just work around this end.
Yeah, it seems like a lot.
Joyce's horse isn't nearly as exciting because he just kind of futzes around. Good. Yeah, not pulling. There you go. Pull up and back with the outside rein. And pull, and then ask again.
I pulled him out of it. Me.
I don't even care what lead he's on, Joyce. He can just keep going. And then you can let him stop and change. I don't want him breaking. So sit back just a little bit like you're riding Western. There you go. I would stay on the circle, Casey.
Try it. The steering went out the window there.
There you go. Good. Try not to pull down on your reins. Good. Sit up and look where you're going. Tell him well ahead of time where he's going. That's a good boy. Good boy. Okay, you may walk. Walking, no big trot, just walk. Good. And walk. Okay. My goal will be that you can canter walk, canter walk, canter walk.
That would be lovely. I would love that.
That was much better.
It felt
And he
better.
really needs you to tell him what to do.
Yeah.
You leave him to his own devices, he's like, maybe I'll kill her.
Fair.
He's got to be willing to listen to you, do what you ask. And then if he's not alone all by himself, he can do something.
Yeah.
He's alone all by himself, he's like, I can't handle that.
Not have the leadership skills.
He says, I don't got the right ideas. That looked much better, Neva. And he went, oh, cripe, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not racing anybody. I'm not. So you do endurance with him. What else do you do with him?
Eventing.
Good. I bet he can run and jump.
Yeah.
He reminds me of a dog.
And I'm trying to break him to drive this winter.
Looks like he'd be good at that.
We're good on the ground so far. That's as far as we've gotten.
My husband is a trainer, and he says, all horses will drive unless they won't. And once in a while you get one that goes, I ain't driving.
I'm positive that if he won't, he will tell me. he
I'm
won't.
sure, yeah. That's the good thing about Morgans.
Yeah. They're pretty
The Morgan will tell you. They don't just sneak around and kill you. They go, hello, I can't do this.
It's okay if you can. I can come.
And it's very different from a horse that says, I'm fine, hi, you die. I like a horse to tell me, I can't do this. We're just about out of time.
That was fast.
Canter's getting much better.
Yes.
I feel like maybe a third one would
The
be.
second time was very good. I liked
Yeah,
it.
it was really good, and you rode it well. Canada part should be yummy. So I guess I'll let you cool out. I'm going to see you again later anyway.
If you can't, it's fine. I can come Monday. Pretty much any.
Alright, good. Because otherwise it's just me.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'll come. I'll come. Definitely.
These plans have to walk.
Yeah.
Does he always stumble on that same foot?
What? No.
Oh.
No, the stumbling is kind of a rare thing anyway. I think it's more like when he looks at something and forgets he has feet.
And I'm looking. I guess he does it because he slightly toes in.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's his breeding? Obviously, is a Morgan.
He's got UVM lines. He's got UVM Springfield a little bit on both sides
All right,
actually.
that explains it.
And he's
UVA Springfield is absolutely beautiful, and he can't move.
when,
He is absolutely. You know, if I were to design a Morgan Stallion,
it would not be
he
that
is
one.
divine. He went to see me. He said, "Oh my God, this thing is. We were looking for stallions to breed to." And then he went to move, and I went, "Oh crap."
Well,
But I think the reason he stumbles because he just toes in slightly.
and I think they kind of bred him with the intention of being more of a park horse.
Yep.
Um,
Well, they breed a lot of things that don't end up being park horses, and they
Yeah.
get mustered out. We have a 29-year-old UVM
We're
horse
learning.
who's one of the best horses I've ever
I
owned.
ride with Neve on
And
trail.
he didn't want. He was young and he was tall. He was going to be big, and he just didn't want to be a park horse.
As fit
He,
as her.
he had a really nice trainer.
We
guy,
get there almost, and then
nice Morgan Yum Yum boy. Rode like an angel. But when the horse got tired, he'd and the rein was a little bit tight. He'd lift his neck up, yank down through the martingale, and catapult the guy off over his head.
this one does the neck inversion, so
Yeah,
his
he's
ears.
not bad about it right now.
No. It's a like when he's either very clearly telling me he can't do whatever, like
Right, then he does this.
then he does that.
But he's not badly developed under there.
We try
He's
very
really
hard
cute.
to work at it. So
How old is he?
he's 9 this year. So he came out of the breeding farm. He came out of it's called Paradise Morgans, I think. I don't remember where they're based out of. I found him. He was bred in Kansas by a different firm. His sire is Cannon. And the mare was a mare named Spring Diva that I think actually did some competitive reining.
Yeah. Give a
And
horse a name it can live up to.
yeah, so I mean, I found him. He kind of ended up in like a show barn, basically just saddle broke in Ohio, and they either didn't want to try or knew he wasn't going to make
Of course,
it as like a
that's
show
the
horse.
fate of all Morgans. They got to try to be show. We have a cute one coming on Tuesday that I've known since he was born. He's I think coming 4. Very cute. And they tried to make a park horse out of him, and he just isn't a park horse. And the trainer that has him has a big clientele of park horses on the New Hampshire coast. He himself shows Western, and the little fellow's back's too short for this guy's saddle. So suddenly he's for sale. But he reminds me a lot of this horse. That's why after the reading.
Well, and I mean, the reality was when I was horse shopping, the budget I had and what I wanted was something unbroke. And I couldn't necessarily afford the super well-bred sport Morgans, you
Right.
know? So I was like,
Well, some of them I don't want anyway.
well, we'll see what he wants to do. And the nice thing about them is they'll probably do something.
He'll do whatever
And
you
so
want.
if he didn't want to do what I wanted to do, then I would just let him do what he
He
wanted
does
to
what
do.
you want to do, and that's cool.
He does. Yeah. So far he does. He's been really game for everything, which is nice. I mean, it took the canner we have now, it's taken us a very long
That's going to be the hard part.
to get
because
that far.
He's a tiny bit tending to be low in front,
Yeah.
but you got over going over the jump.
Yeah.
I love those. The people I teach at home, I've been teaching forever, and they had a couple of young, very 100 horses. It's just a goofy with the feet, without my feet.